What's up guys, welcome back. So I was just having my lunch and I decided, you know what, I might as well make a video on dieting. As some of you may know, I am on a caloric deficit and I just got, in fact, a couple of messages when it comes to weight loss plateaus and how do I go about the way I do my diet. So guys, one thing you need to know is using a food scale is always a good idea. I know it may seem ridiculous, but try getting into the habit of using a food scale, cooking your meals at home, packing it up, and just being more systematic in that manner. I promise you, you will reap the most out of dieting. It can be entertaining, it can be fun, and you will save a lot of money. With that being said, dieting can be fun, it can be enjoyable, it does not have to be stale and bland food. Know what you're eating, know how many calories you're getting into your body, and you can manage your day extremely well. You can have fun on the weekends, you can even go out for a couple of drinks every now and then. It's all about managing the energy you get inside your body. Energy in versus energy out is how it's going to determine you gaining or losing weight. Now the way I do it, I always go by cooked weight. The weight essentially of the finished product. There's no template as such and there's no fast and one set rule of you doing it. This is what works for me. This is what I give my clients or anyone that I work with. Always go by the cooked weight of food. Right, with that being said, I know it can get a little tricky because Indian food, we have a ton and a lot of ingredients. Now let me show you exactly how I do it. For example, even my rice, when I'm cutting, to make it a little bit tasty, I add a little bit of spices to it, some oil as well, just a pinch of coconut oil, some stir-fried onions, and it gives this whole basmati flavor another level altogether. But remember, whenever I do add extra ingredients to my food, these are ingredients of extremely low caloric value, and that is why it is not too bad. So how I would weigh this rice is simple. This is 250 grams of rice. I count it as 250 grams of rice. They may be around added 40 to 50 extra calories, which is negligible to me. I don't take that into consideration because right now whatever I'm doing, I am getting the results that I do expect. Similarly, now this is my chicken. As you can see, it's got a lot of other ingredients. There's mushroom, there is a little bit of peas and corn, which is slightly on the denser side when it comes to your calories, but I always minimize that. Peppers, onions, and all these other vegetables have a very negligible amount of calories, so I don't take that into consideration. 250 grams of chicken, I always track it as 250 grams of chicken. Now I can literally take out each vegetable, each mushroom, each piece of corn and pea, separate it, wait, and put it back in again and eat it. That's going to be extremely stupid and it's going to add to a very small increment in my calories. So why would I even do that? Essentially, if this is about me assuming, or what it's supposed to be, 250 grams of chicken is roughly 60 grams of protein. This may be around 54 grams of protein, but it is very, very negligible. You get what I'm saying? It's not that far off from the benchmark or from the real value. So I do not get too crazy about it. So don't worry guys, just don't worry. Now with that being said, let us assume that this meal is about 700 calories. At the most, it can be to about 750, 760 calories and not more. So combining about 4 to 5 meals in a day, you get about maybe a 200 or a 300 calorie increment, which could be a lot. So this is what happens when you plateau at times. I know for a fact that all of us are not going 100% accurate when it comes to our calorie counting. So when you start to plateau, I'm talking about leave the exercise aside for now. When you start to plateau, when you look in detail into your diet, you can do two things. You can either remove these extra pieces of corn and peas and all the tasty stuff in your food. I'm not saying remove the salt and the pepper and all that you can have. Don't worry about your sodium or anything for now. So that you need to remove and to make your food a little less complicated. Like for the rice, for that matter, I would remove the oil and the stir-fried onions and just have the plain rice. Eat it for what it is. Definitely, I'm reducing each meal by about 30 to 60 calories, and overall, my total caloric intake for the day comes at a deficit, and I am more accurate with tracking my calories. What did I just say? So when you plateau, it's all about fine-tuning, looking into these details and so many things that we actually neglect. I think for you to be really good at weight loss and managing your weight, you have to understand nutrition well. Use an app like MyFitnessPal, which can really help you out with each and every detail. It is quite accurate. All you have to do is use a food scale, follow through, don't eyeball. It's not going to be so accurate. It does not work with me. Like, that's the thing, guys. If you ever see these plateaus, or if you're finding it extremely hard to actually break or make a difference, right? It's one of these factors. So make the changes and do things the right way. It's all about the details, and it's all about doing things the right way. I'll see you guys.